Joe. Awesome pick here. Awesome pick. I know you got to introduce him, but Dan Campbell all over it, baby. Let's roll. The Fighting Dans. Here we go.
See, Blake, I know you love the pick. They go with Jack Campbell. He is the Detroit Lions go with Jack Campbell. He's the first linebacker off the board. Glover, I think you can agree with us here. This is such a prototypical Dan Campbell football player. The throwback Mike linebacker, big-bodied middle backer that is going to be playing in that defense.
I heard he bites knees off, Joe. I heard he bites knees clean off the bone.
He probably does. Glover, what do you think of the pick?
I think it's exactly what we said, right? They could get a linebacker later in the draft. This was the next guy they had. They got him. I think they needed somebody in the middle that they feel that's big enough that can plug the middle against the run game. You know, they have guys on the edge. They got James Houston that came on last year as an outside backer that kind of turned into a major pass rusher for those guys. So having some beef in the middles where Alex Anzalone can kind of do more blitzing and running and Jack can really just be there to anchor that middle of the defense. I think it's a fantastic pick for those guys.
Yeah, you can't go wrong adding a player like that. And again, it's kind of like the whole Jahmyr Gibbs thing is that they are comfortable with the way that their roster is built. They're comfortable with the guys that they have on this roster. So I'm surprised that this was the first linebacker, but I'm not surprised that this was who Dan Campbell went after. So again, you can't go wrong. It's just a really good football player that's going to step in right away and I think should have a pretty early impact.
Oh yeah, I think he'll have an immediate impact, especially in the run game. I think, like I say, I think you have to be able to stop the run game. And a couple of games the Lions lost last year, that teams were able to just run the ball right down the throat. And so if they can shore up that, Aiden Hutchinson being his second year, I think they're going to be pretty tough defensively. They've added some key pieces. You know, they're building a team. They're building a unit. There's not just one superstar that they're trying to find. They're actually trying to strengthen every position, and they've done really well so far. And so be interesting to see what they do with the rest of their picks in the draft, but I like the first two so far.
Well, hopefully the Detroit Lions continue to bolster this roster. Again, Glover, really appreciate you joining us for both of these picks. Go check out Believe in Lions anywhere you can find your podcast and on YouTube. Glover, enjoy the rest of your night, and we'll be rooting for the Lions to make some more good picks over the weekend.
All right, man. Thank you, guys.